Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing this Tati Beauty palette. So if you're interested, then continue watching. Firstly, this is how the outer packaging looks like, and this is the volume 1 texture neutrals palette. And at the packaging they say pressed powder palette, glitter, metallic, sequence, matte. And at the back they have mentioned that it's cruelty free, it's vegan, and it's distributed by Tati Beauty. So firstly, I got this palette from the official website itself, TatiBeauty.com. Actually, there's a story behind this palette which I want to share with you guys quickly. So my friend had ordered this palette because she follows Tati and she likes Tati a lot, so she wanted to buy this palette and she had ordered when it was launched, and she received the palette on November 11th itself. So when she received, it was two palettes, and without knowing, she had paid for two palettes. So then she asked me whether I want to buy this palette and keep it for myself, and I thought, let me just give it a try because I've never bought anything high-end like this, and I thought I'll make a review video for you guys as well. So I bought it and it costed $48 plus shipping charges. So yeah, that's the whole backstory about this palette. Now let's just move on. This is how the inner packaging looks like. It comes with this thick plastic to secure the eyeshadows, and these are the shades she have come up with. It also comes with the huge mirror which is very good quality, and the palette itself is very huge, you guys. So as you guys might have known from social media all over the internet, it comes with 6 tones and 4 textures, but still I'm going to be telling you guys what are the tones and textures. So the tones are memory, ritual, story, soothe, aura, and poet, and the textures are matte, sequin, metallic, and glitter. And now let's move on with the swatches. It was the first time I touched the eyeshadow in front of camera, and it was first impression as well, so I wanted to touch a glitter shadow itself. So here is the swatch of it. I'm gonna be swatching according to the tone and the texture. So that would be memory matte, memory sequin, memory metallic, and memory glitter. So it follows to all the tones. And I felt ritual matte did not swatch well like rest of the matte shade. So these are the swatches of all the shades. Now let's try and see on my eyelids and do some eye makeup with the eyeshadow. So for that, I'm going to be prepping my lids with the concealer. This is the NYX concealer, and I'll just apply it on my eyelids and blending it with the beauty blender. And now I'm using the palette finally, which I was super duper excited about, as you can see in the video right there. So I'll be using this Aura Matte shade to set my concealer. So I'm picking up the product in this way so that there'll be less kickback in the palette. So I'm setting my concealer with the shade, and it went on very smooth, as you can see right there. It was not hard to blend. It blended really nicely. It was very smooth on my eyelids. And this is how it looks once I've done setting the concealer. You can see it have given smooth surface, which helps the rest of the eyeshadows work well. Now using this Soothe Matte shade for my crease, I'm placing it on my outer corner and dragging it towards inner corner. And I must say it blended within a second. As you can see right there, I have not fast forwarded or anything. It's just real time, as you can see in the video. It just blended within a second, and I was so impressed. The matte shades are really bomb. It works effortlessly. And now you can see on the both the side it just blended nicely. Next I'll be using Story Matte shade, and I'll be placing it on the crease. This pigment, you guys, it was incredible. As you can see right there, whatever the brush picked up, it just placed on the eyelids. It was that easy, and it was so blendable, and I just wanted to place this eyeshadow on the crease first, and then later I thought of blending. But when I started to place the eyeshadow, it just blended by itself. I don't know how. It just blended so blindingly and so effortlessly. It's very easy to blend, and it won't let the eyeshadows leave that harsh lines where you want to put effort to blend. So it's that easy, and it's that blendable. So I'll just intensify my eyeshadow and place the color and blend the color, and then once I'm happy with the way it's looking, then I'll move on with the lid shade. So I wanted to try all the texture and how it works, so I'm doing that. Once I'm done blending the crease color, I'm moving on with this metallic shade from the Ritual, and I'm placing it with the flat brush first. So as you can see, it just applied very smoothly, and I felt this metallic shades and glittery shades works pretty well with the fingers, but I wanted to try with brush first. And in the brush also, it gives that decent pigmentation, and it's very smooth on the eyelids, and it blends easily. And moving on, using Ritual glittery shade, I'll be using the same brush, but on the other side I'll be picking up the glitter and placing it like this, and this glitters. Oh, it's so beautiful, you guys. Camera won't do justice for any of the shades, especially glitters. In person, it looks so sparkly and glittery. It's amazing. And I wanted to try whether it works with the brush, and it works pretty okay. But with the fingers, it works beautiful. I just used my fingers for my other eye, and I'll be showing you guys right now. And with the glitter shades, there will be little bit of fallout, but it's okay. You can clean it up with concealer, or you can do your base after eye makeup. And you can see it right here, the difference with the fingers. It works amazing with the fingers rather than brush. So this was the first time I used pressed glitter, and I was freaking out because it was all over my face. I was not able to take that off though I used brush and concealer. But then once I started to use this palette and got hang of it, now it's easy to use. By the way, this video I shot on December 4th itself, but I could not upload because the palette was out of stock, and I did not wanted to upload it just like that. So now I edited and I'm doing voiceover. So yeah, now I'm using Ritual matte, and I'm placing it at the outer corner like this, and I'm blending it at the outer corner itself. So this Ritual matte did not swatch well on the hands as I showed you guys, but on the eyelids it worked really nicely like rest of the matte shades, and it also blended seamlessly. Next step, using this black shade for my lower lashes like this, and you can see the intensity, you guys. It feels like I have applied some gel kajal or something, and it's so intensely pigmented because black shades are really tricky. It's not at all chalky, it glides on very smooth. And once I was done applying it on my lower lash line, I just wanted to give a try and apply it on my waterline. And please don't try this at home. I just wanted to try it out, and oh my god, it just went on smooth and it looked like gel liner. And I must say, it did not irritate my eyes. So next step, I went ahead with again Ritual matte, and I smudged this black shadow, and then used same Ritual matte shade on the upper lashes. I'm applying very close to my lash line. So for my inner corner, I used Poet Sequin shade, and I placed it like this. So once I started to place the color, the sequence inside the shade just vanished, and it just made it look more matte. All the sequin shade have same problem. Once you start applying it on your eyelids, it just disappears, and glitters or sequins, whatever is there inside this texture, it just disappears, and it looks like normal matte eyeshadow. And on top, I used Poet glitter, which gave that pop of color, which I really love. And to finish off my eye look, I'm gonna be curling my lashes and using some mascara. And overall, what I feel about this palette is it's a good palette, highly pigmented. There is no fallout whatsoever except glitter shades, and I feel the sequin line could have been much better performing like rest of the shades, because the texture of the sequin line is so different. It's kind of very rough, it's not soft, and it's not very smooth like rest of the shades, and it won't stick on once you start blending. So yeah, it's a hit palette, but if you ask me whether it's necessary to have this palette, then it's no, because you get many neutral palettes in India itself. You don't have to like pay custom or shipping and get this palette, because it's already expensive, and if you don't mind spending, then it's up to you. But if you have someone coming from out of India, then you can ask them to get. That will be great deal as well if you really want to try. So yeah, that was my detailed review and swatches and thoughts on this Tati Beauty palette. I really hope this video was helpful. Thank you all so much for watching.